Yeah, so our outline for today is appointment of bid evaluation team. Where? You want to be seen? Yes. Okay. So I'll move to this side. Anna, be able to see? Okay. So appointment of bid evaluation team, evaluation process, post qualification of successful bidder, award of contract, and then we'll conclude. So I was saying that last week we were looking at closing and opening, yeah, and the process that takes place when that happens. Okay? So today we have taken all the bids, we have gone for evaluation. All right. So the team that is going to be evaluating those bids is supposed to be appointed. So if you remember, which is the appointing body of the ad hoc evaluation team? Remember, this is an ad hoc evaluation team, right? Why is it called ad hoc? It's temporal, right? Meaning that if we are evaluating bids for ICT, we will take ICT specialists. Yeah. If we are looking for machinery, such as maybe plants or heavy machines, we also take evaluation teams that are specialized in that. Okay? So they are supposed to be appointed. The overall responsibility for the evaluation of bids lies with the, remember the IPDC? Yeah. The internal what? Okay. All right. So this committee appoints the members of the evaluation team. Okay. If it were that it is just any ordinary evaluation, not in public. Remember, we are studying public procurement systems, right? But if it were not public, then the managing director or anybody above would be the one to appoint the evaluation team. But it should include the procurement, finance, the technical people, and other independent members. Okay? And we said that the numbers should be what? As provided for in the Act, Public Procurement Act. So the Public Procurement Act says that the maximum number of evaluation team members should be 5, or a minimum of 3. And we said that the numbers should be odd numbers. Why should they be odd numbers? When there is a vote, there have to be others who are on the other side and the others on the other side. The majority will win. Okay? So the IPDC delegates the evaluation of bids to an ad hoc team to avoid the situation where it approves its own recommendations. So the overall recommendation, approval or rejection or amendment of any evaluation result rests in the hands of the IPDC. But because we want to remove that element where it recommends its own, then we have to ensure that there's a team that does that. The IPDC will now go either to approve or reject, or if there's any request to amend areas where they're supposed to be amended. So remember this, these are the bids, booklets, okay? But we have taken all this so that we give them an analysis or an exam. So bid evaluation refers to assessment, analysis, scrutiny, and comparison of all bids received in order to determine the successful bidder. So all these will end up only having one successful bidder. So it is the assessment, analysis, scrutiny, examination, comparison of all these bids. Are we together there? And the bids must be evaluated based on the criteria set in the bidding documents. So you don't bring in anything new after the bidding process. Okay? So there was an example that I gave where we said, so we want to establish an evaluation criteria that we had put in the bid. Financial statement for 3 years. One. 5 years experience in the field, in that field. 3 business registration certificates, tax clearance certificates. Okay. 6 weeks delivery period. 30 days payment after delivery. Okay. Assuming these were our evaluation criteria. So we have put this as our evaluation criteria. These will remain unchanged. Okay? When we are doing the evaluation, when we are doing the scrutiny, because we don't want to have a scenario where we are now changing the evaluation criteria to suit someone. Okay? So all of them that have given their bids, they are sticking to that. So if other suppliers are not putting or did not indicate what we have requested as a criteria for judging them, examining them, then it's not our problem. All right? So we'll start using the screening process by having one, the preliminary examination. Cool? And we'll do the technical examination. Cool? And then we'll go on to do the financial evaluation. So in all those evaluation examinations, suppliers will have to go through each and every phase, because we want to have fair competition, equal opportunity to all, quality of what we want to get, but also at the end of the day, value for what? Value for money. We don't want to give business to somebody who is going to fail. That's why we have all that scrutiny to ensure that they are able to provide what we are looking for. Whoa, why is it freezing? My laptop usually freezes when I enter this room. I don't know what happens in this room. Okay. Okay, so this is our evaluation process. So remember, what we are saying is that the IPDC has now granted us the go-ahead. Okay? They have drafted people that are supposed to be in that committee, and here are the team members. Procurement unit, so either the procurement manager or the procurement officer will be the secretary to that evaluation process. When you are the secretary, actually it's not secretary, it's supposed to be secretariat. Okay? Secretariat meaning you are providing insights, guidance, but you're also taking minutes. Because most of these people that are there, like the technical specialists, independent members, finance, okay? The technical person will understand the gadget that is needed. Okay? Like let's say if it's computer or laptop, we'll say RAM, space, this and that, okay? Technical aspects. But they will not understand the risks, which you as a procurement person understands more because you know the market. Yeah? Risk management, inventory management, pricing issues, okay? Negotiation aspects, relationship building, all those things, it's you who know them. So as you are selecting these suppliers, you provide market guidance, procurement knowledge to them. Them, they will tell you, no, 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 no. What we want is the laptop should have A, B, C, D, E. Yeah? LCD screen or touch screen or 1 terabyte RAM or this. It should be 360 folding. All that was in the bid document. But what you are trying to provide now is the market intelligence to them. Okay? Is to tell them this supplier has indicated 6 weeks delivery. We wanted 4 weeks. Should we still take them? If they delay, it means you as the end user, the technical person, will not have this facility, will not have this product, okay, in the estimated time. So you provide that. So being the secretariat is more important than just writing notes or taking minutes. Are we clear? So I just out of this, to digress a bit, I was listening to the DPP convention. You know, there was a convention, there was an MCP convention at the ICC, and then there was a DPP convention in Blantyre. So the Secretary General, no, not the Secretary General, somebody was speaking about the position of the Secretary General, that it is a very important position, which is far more important than maybe other positions. But people think being Secretary General is to talk about, you know, how the party is doing. But it's more deeper than that, more administrative in nature actually. Okay? The same applies. The secretariat position in the evaluation team is far more important because you provide guidance on who to get at the end of the day. Remember, we're talking about value for money. None of these members know about value for money. The technical people are only looking at, let me have my thing. Okay? So, evaluation must be conducted by staff with necessary expertise in the subject matter. If it's IT, the technical specialist there must be IT related. Okay? Don't just bring in people that do not understand the context of the evaluation. If it's construction, then you need to have engineers, civil engineers, yeah, architects, builders that understand the context of evaluating construction procurements. The head of the procurement unit is responsible for recommending names of such officials to the controlling officer. So the head will have to recommend the names. Okay, the names have been approved by the IPDC. The head of the unit must recommend the names, and then we can have the team as this. So let's start by looking at the stages of the evaluation process. So it is conducted in 3 stages. The first one is the preliminary screening or preliminary examination or preliminary screening, scrutiny, whichever you want to use. So it's aimed at eliminating bids that do not comply with bidding instructions, right? So in the first place, we need to realize that we issue instructions to bidders. Remember, instruction to bidders. Bidders must do A, B, C, D, E. Let's just remind ourselves on the instruction to bidders. We said they must put their company name. Yeah. They must sign on every page. They must use a bid securing declaration. Okay. 4, they must have, what else do they have? Okay, physical address. Email address. Yeah. Price structure. Okay. Country of origin. Currency. Yeah. Yeah. Country of origin, city. Yeah. Currency and stuff. So these are instructions to bidders. So when you're reviewing the bid documents, these are the things that you have to look at. Preliminary screening. Okay. That's why it says this involves verification of bids, signatures, bid validity period. Okay, I forgot also bid validity. Bid validity period. So remember, when we were talking about bid validity, we also spoke about the time that it takes. So if you said 90 days, and then they are saying 60 days, it means their bid will be valid for a lesser period. Yeah. So in case of something happening, it means the bid validity is less. So these are the things that you check. Those that did not comply to this preliminary screening, out. Okay? You take them out. But you have to physically examine the documents. So you go page by page where these things are contained. It's not difficult when you look at the document, because if you say bid validity period, it is contained at a certain page, on a certain page. If you talk about price structure, it's at a certain page. Delivery dates, all those things. So when you look at the document, you will find that it is easy, and the assessment on the screening will not take too much time. Yeah? So you check availability of bid security or bid declaration. We said 90 days. How many days are they quoting? Correct amount, standard wording, validity period, okay? Availability of bid submission sheet, price structure or schedules, compliance and delivery schedules, and this will either tell us whether the bid is substantially responsive or not. Okay, so there is what we call minor deviations or serious deviations. Some minor deviations will not warrant us to take out the bid from competition. Minor deviations. But if there are serious deviations, then we will take out that bid from the competition. The minor one will include things like maybe misplacing a page. A page may, instead of being found in the front, it is found at some place in the middle. Okay, those are minor deviations. But we have to ensure that all those things that we indicated as instruction to bidders are taken care of. If they are not, elimination takes place. Let's look at the screening checklist. So this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how the screening checklist looks like. So you've got name of the bidder, verification, eligibility, whether they have bid security or bid declaration, completeness, responsiveness, accepted or not. Okay, so these are the names of bidders: bidder A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Verification, yes, they are okay. Eligibility, when you say eligibility, it means they are legitimate to do business in that particular country. Yeah. Bid security, they have, or bid declaration, yes, there is. Completeness, yes, the document is complete in terms of looking at this. Has it been signed? Does it have the name of the supplier, the addresses, the physical emails, and what? All that. Yes, it's complete. Now we go to specifications. Did they comply with